Let's go live on another bicycle live stream, and I'm going to hope that my lapel mic stays connected properly. Today is referred to as, it's a public holiday in Australia, it's referred to as Australia Day, but it's become more commonly known because of its controversy as Invasion Day. And today I want to make the connection, or this morning I want to make the connection between Invasion Day and animal exploitation, and I invite you to consider this connection. So we have a very poor history when it comes to white man's exploitation of the original inhabitants of Australia, and this is a common theme throughout the world, where one race with power behind it has exploited what they consider to be an inferior race. This has happened in many different parts of the world throughout history, and unfortunately our history in Australia also has that, well, we have that history in Australia, and it's a, dare I say, a direct example, I guess is the word I'm looking for, yeah. So it's a direct example of exploitation of racism. Direct example of considering that another race is of lesser importance or quality, or whatever the consideration is. Another race is less than us, and we have the right to exploit them. Now, this is based on an illusion, and the illusion that it's based on, this racism is based on an illusion, and I've spoken about this before. The illusion that it's based on is also responsible for speciesism, which is, of course, what animal exploitation is founded on. So this is the similarity, and it's food for thought, because you've got two different forms of exploitation which are actually the same and coming from the same root cause, coming from the same illusion, coming from the same misunderstanding. So when I spoke about this before, what I said, a blanket statement, when I spoke about this last year, is that speciesism, racism, sexism, all the isms, ageism, ableism, all of the isms are based on a lie and a misunderstanding and an illusion that people are just unaware that we are not the body. When we fall into that illusionary trap where we think, okay, we're the body, this spawns such things as racism, because we look at somebody and we just look at the vehicle, we look at the vehicle that they're traveling in. We say, well, you know, your vehicle is different to mine and it is worth less, or it is worth more. And so we form a judgment, a value judgment of someone based on a lie, based on an illusion. We say that, you know, you are worth less than me, therefore I can exploit you. This is the same. So this is what's happened in our history in Australia. It's a very controversial topic, and one that I don't normally talk about because it brings up a lot of polarized opinions. But underneath it all, we are all the same. We're all spirit souls traveling in different vehicles. And it makes no sense to look at someone and think that they are the colour of their skin. It makes no more sense than it does for me to look at you and value you because of the car you're driving or the colour of the car you're driving. It makes no more sense because it's not you. You are the spirit soul within. We are all equal. We are all unconditionally loved. So speciesism, the root cause behind animal exploitation, falls into this same trap too. And this is the similarity between the two different forms of exploitation, is that speciesism is also saying, well, that living entity is worth less than me because that living entity is walking on 4 legs, or swims in the ocean, or has fur or something like that. Whatever it is, it's like, no, that species is not human, therefore I can exploit it. It's worth less to me than another human. And this again comes back to the looking at that living being and seeing only the outer shell. It's a very superficial way of understanding things, and it's very, very, it's not particularly wise. It's very, very unspiritual, and it's coming from a mindset that's caught up in illusion that's not even slightly scratching below the surface. And sadly, the majority of the world fits into that category, because this is the way we tend to look at other living beings. So today, on this what is a very busy day actually, because 5 a.m. as I was riding along the beachfront, the car parks were full already with people setting up for Invasion Day. So on this day, think about how the exploitation the suffering that we cause animals, that was close, is the same as the suffering that we cause each other, all in the name of not understanding that we are not the body. This is the root cause, and until we respect that wisdom, until we understand that we are the spirit soul within, and we are a child of the universe, and we are the most valuable living entity in the eyes of the universe, each one of us, until we honour that understanding and that process, then we are living deceitfully, and we are living ignorantly, and it is having a profound effect on our ability to be at peace, because we are coming from that point of ignorance. So remember, speciesism, racism, sexism, ageism, any ableism, any isms are rooted in ignorance and illusion, and serve no purpose in advancing us spiritually or in any other way. We cannot lead a peaceful life when we are coming from a point of ignorance. Thank you for listening. Hope the audio has been okay. Live vegan and save lives. I'll speak to you soon. Ahimsa.